Hello and welcome to the Week 6 edition of the Catamount Football Show with Coach Matt Land. I'm Bill Mayo, and on this week, we'll take a look back at the homecoming victory versus the River Ridge Knights and talk about the upcoming contest with the Sequoyah Chiefs. So stay right here with more Catamount Football in just a minute.
The Catamount and the Chick-fil-A Cow are teaming up to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game from 5:30 to kickoff. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal for only $6. Chick-fil-A Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken
and go be great!
This is Roadrunner Coach Tony Engel. I want you to join another winning team with my friends at Advanced Insurance Strategies. They offer you great service, but more importantly, they offer you the assurance that you're protected today and against whatever tomorrow may bring. After all, isn't peace of mind what insurance is all about? Call my good friend David Pennington at Advanced Insurance Strategies today at 706-226-0186. Beep, beep.
At Carpet Express, our campaign is simple. First, we will start with deporting all those floors from your home. Then we will build a wall, yes, a huge wall, to keep our prices secure. We will use our resources to get better prices that will bring back more jobs for builders and contractors. No matter your race or gender, all people have the right to our great service and prices. Carpet Express, we will make your floor great again.
And don't forget to send us your emails.
Dalton Utilities has been a part of our community since 1889, meeting the needs of a growing industry that is now known throughout the world. Over 125 years later, Dalton Utilities is still invested in our community's success, providing safe and affordably priced utility services to help run your home and business. For electricity, natural gas, water, and wastewater services, you can always rely on Dalton Utilities, your hometown connection.
We're back on the Catamount Football Show. We're talking a little bit about River Ridge, but we brought a couple of guests. Why don't you introduce these guys and talk about what went down Friday night?
Well, we had a great opportunity for a homecoming surprise, something we've been talking about for a couple of years, about how to do something different to our uniform while at the same time maintaining the tradition that we have. And one of the things that we had looked at was just a basic helmet change. So we began to think about where would be the right time to kind of drop in, because what we knew we wanted to do was go back and do something simple. And so a little brief history, 1964 is kind of the first time that we see a uniform white helmet. Up till then, you just kind of wore what you had and what the school had. But in 1968, about halfway through the season, Coach Chappell put on a red stripe and a red number on the side. And so that was neat, went through the 69 season. But 1970 was the first time that we saw the Dalton D. And we just felt like that was kind of a great time to kind of drop in. A lot of things about 1970 and today maybe a little bit similar. And so the message was, it's time the rebirth of a tradition and to go back. And a lot of people when they put new uniforms in, they're kind of wanting to erase the board and start all over again, whether it's a new coach or a new program. We don't do that here at Dalton. There's nothing broke. And so what we wanted to do was revisit that tradition. 1970, like I said, was this helmet, so we wanted to go back, honor the program, honor Coach Chappell, honor those players during that time. Certainly it was a great surprise that night. The kids were really excited. We tried to keep it a surprise. I think we did relative for Dalton. There's not many surprises or secrets in Dalton. But then in 1974 was when we went with a red helmet, and we've been in a red helmet ever since. So like I said, it was a neat surprise. I think a lot of people enjoyed it. I know that our kids and our players and our parents and certainly our coaches, we had a good time with it.
And I think one question people have been asking, well, are you going to go to the white helmets all year? But there's some combinations available now, right?
Absolutely, and that's what all the kids like. And I know there's some die-hard traditionalists out there. We've got a few on staff. You just want to go with what you have. But the reality is, it's a new generation, and they like having choices and things like this. This gives us some choices. that allows us to stay within the framework of who we are, very traditional. We like to think that our uniforms are kind of up there with Penn State and Alabama. We just don't make a lot of changes. So this gives us the opportunity to give our players a little bit of an option coming in, and so we'll see some of those later on, but we'll wear both helmets. We'll just kind of see how it plays out. Like I said, I think it's going to be fun to kind of see some of these neat combinations that we can have with the white helmet and the red helmet.
Absolutely. Before we close this segment out, let's talk real quick about River Ridge.
Sure.
Kind of a interesting game, a little sloppy second half offensively, a lot of penalties, a lot of things going on, but overall, nice to win when you don't play your best, right?
Well, the first half was really a great football game, and I think we came in and really I think we lost our focus. I think you brought that point to bear after the game was over with when you were talking to the team and talking to the line that, certainly we got in and our mind got in some different places, and maybe it was the helmet. We know historically it was probably homecoming. I'm sure there were some conversations, who's driving tomorrow night.
It was 33 to...
It was 33-7 at that point. So certainly our mind got steered. I think when you look at the game, my recap of the game is, you said it on Saturday morning, it wasn't as bad as we thought it was, as Coach Chappell always says, but it's never as good as you think it is. So I think at the end of the day, we played an opponent that really did a lot. And certainly you can make the case that when you do that much, it's kind of hard to be really, really good at anything. But they stayed pretty much in one set and some things like that. And like I said, I think the biggest thing for us was we got through the game unscathed, no injuries, and now we kind of gird up and really hit amen corner. These next 4 games are going to be we're going to have our hands full.
Absolutely. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more Catamount football.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reginald Sherrill. Are you tired of sweaty underarms and dealing with deodorant stains on your clothes? We're performing a procedure called Mirror Dry. It's safe, non-invasive, sweat and odor-free, deodorant-free. It is clinically proven and FDA approved. I've had the procedure and it really works. The procedure takes about 1 hour, it's local anesthesia, and works immediately. Call our office, Dalton Plastic Surgery, 706-226-3311. 706-226-3311.
Train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy. Get one-on-one training from former professional and collegiate players, featuring indoor baseball and softball training facilities, ground ball area, 3 pitching mounds, and 4 batting cages. Performance Sports Academy is also available for team rentals. Call 706-537-3169 today and train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy.
Honesty, integrity, and hard work, leadership, quality, and value. Just a few words to describe the company and people that make up Shaw Industries. Shaw Industries, the world's leading carpet manufacturer, is proud to be a sponsor of Dalton Catamount Football. Shaw Industries, where great floors begin.
Back to the Catamount Football Show. We've got our player interview segment. Guys, welcome to the show and introduce yourselves, please.
I'm Dylan Cole, number 60, junior offensive lineman.
I'm Ivan Calderon, number 66. I'm a junior, right tackle.
I'm Harrison Norman. I'm number 15. I play outside linebacker. I'm a junior as well.
All right, Dylan, let's start with you. First year as a starter. Tell me, a little over halfway into the season, how has it been getting out there with the guys on Friday night?
Yes, sir. It's been great, having the older guys kind of lead me through it. They've been great examples. They're awesome. Working your way into the season, it's fun. I like it. It's amazing.
What's been the biggest adjustment for you that you saw? You played a lot of JV football last year. Now you're playing on the varsity on Friday night. What's been the biggest difference that you've seen?
It's definitely the speed. The speed in the game picks up. It's like almost double. It's pretty insane.
Absolutely. So you're playing left guard most of the time. Talk to me about. You're between Jake and Caden. Talk to me about playing with those guys and being next to them on Friday nights.
It's great. Jake's very powerful. It's great to get some double teams with him. Caden, we get some pretty good TOs on Friday nights. They're both very experienced, so it's great to have them there. If I have a question, I can always ask them, no problem.
You bring up a good point, and I like to talk to you guys when you come on about this, about the communication between offensive linemen. Kind of explain how important that is and the kind of things you guys are communicating with each other on Friday nights.
It is very important, especially this last Friday. They like to bump fronts on us a lot, so we have to call out our blocks, or if we have a walk-up, we got to call TO. There's just a lot you have to be vocal about on the offensive line. You can't really be quiet about anything.
Absolutely. You're doing a good job, and thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Ivan, let's talk to you now. You played quite a bit last year, so now you're becoming a full-time starter. Talk to me about that experience and kind of the year for you so far.
I mean, it's way different from last year how I started off. I'm like more experienced in it, and as difficult.
What do you think, from your perspective, what are some of the things you see from these defensive fronts we're seeing now that we've kind of changed offenses? You know, last year we were power, a lot of eye football and down blocks and double teams, and it's a little different scheme for you guys this year on the offensive line. Kind of talk about that some.
Well, there have been like more slanting and like different bumps they'll give us in like linebackers, and they'll be blitzing more.
Right. I know we had an issue with the slants in the Northwest game, and people. That's one of the things that maybe fans out there don't get was if you don't do something well on film, other teams see it and they're going to give you a big dose of it. Like the next week when we went to Sonorville, kind of talk about what they did to us there.
They tried to do the same thing like Northwest slant.
Yeah, they went after it, but we worked on it hard that week in practice, right? And did a pretty good job. Yeah. One of the things you're really good at is pass protection. You do such a good job. Kind of go through pass protection and the technique that you use to stop the pass rushers.
Well, I just sit back and I just let them come to me because last year I would always try to like go towards them and they would end up swimming me or just throwing me on the floor. So I just like to sit back and wait for them to come to me. Yeah,
and you do a nice job. You're powerful. You give them a good shock and kind of stop their pass rush. We've seen some pretty good pass rushers this year, right? Though, I think one of the things that helps you guys talk about in practice, we have a blitz pickup period, and then we do some one-on-one pass protection. Kind of explain how that helps you guys.
The blitz pickup helps a lot because they helps a lot like in game time. How they start bringing all the backers in and all that. So by the time it's like game time, we're used to it.
Kind of used to seeing it.
It's not nothing new.
Yep, absolutely. Very good. Well, thanks for coming on the show. All right, Harrison, let's talk to you now. We've got those two offensive linemen.
We got them out of the way.
That's right, got them out of the way. We can talk to you now. You're over there running around, making tackles, playing outside linebacker. Kind of go through your responsibilities and some of the things that go on for you as an outside linebacker.
Right. At our position, there's multiple jobs you have to do. So you got to make reads. First thing is run first. You got to stop the run before you do anything else. So you need to read the end, and then if it's a pass, then we have different defenses and different responsibilities. The curl, the flat, the deep third, the deep half. So you really just got to make a read.
But you get to blitz occasionally too, right?
Sometimes.
Talk about that. I know you guys. You guys like blitzing and going after the quarterback.
Yeah, we get to blitz occasionally. We work on trying to be real sneaky and trying to not get a TO call, as they're talking about. If you don't get that end to turn out, then you usually can get a pretty good shot at the quarterback, and that's always fun.
Yeah, you're coming because when they don't turn out on you, you're coming off the edge hot, right?
Right. Yeah, untouched, and sometimes the quarterback's backs to you, and I
know y'all really like that.
That's right.
How about some of the run responsibilities? Because you wind up taking on some big guys. What do you do when you're somebody like Ivan coming after you?
Right. We just kind of break it down and just read high hat, low hat. So
explain that so somebody.
Okay. Yeah. So you look at the last guy on the line of scrimmage, and if you see his head go down or him block down on the next guy, then immediately you're going to go and set the corner, quote unquote. You're going to take on that big blocker, and you're going to put your helmet right on his hip, sit it right there, so he either has to turn it back in or bounce it and let our defense rally to the ball.
Right, because you don't want to let him get going north and south.
No, we don't want to do that.
Absolutely. Now, you've had a couple of picks this year too, right?
I have.
Let's hear about those. I know that's always exciting. Coach Thompson gets a little bit fired up anytime you guys get an interception. I love to watch him.
Actually, the one last game was it was a lot of fun. Just saw the ball, and really just reacted to it. Got the ball, and I turned into an offensive player at that point. Try to get some yards.
All right, very good. Thanks for coming on, guys. You're doing a great job. Looking forward to watching y'all the rest of the year. Stay right here back with more Catamount football after these messages.
Thank goodness it's football time again here in North Georgia. There's nothing like the smell of the grass and the roar of the crowd under the lights on Friday night. Football is a way of life in Dalton, Georgia, and so is the Oakwood Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, our team is dedicated to serving you the best meal in this area. So next time you're hungry, head on down to the Oakwood Cafe. Your stomach will be glad you did. Oakwood Cafe, for the people, by our people.
Transformers is proud to present two new things that are happening here. BG Products and Mr. Rick Patton is your new Center Service Manager. Welcome aboard, Rick.
Thank you so much, Charles. I feel truly blessed to be here. And yes, we have a complete lineup of BG products to serve all of our customers' maintenance needs.
So don't just trust your automobile with anyone. Come to Transformers, Transmission and Complete Auto Repair Specialists. We can make it shift, we can make it go, we can make it stop, and we guarantee with BG Products, we can make it go.
Thank you, and God bless.
This is Roadrunner Coach Tony Engel. I want you to join another winning team with my friends at Advanced Insurance Strategies. They offer you great service, but more importantly, they offer you the assurance that you're protected today and against whatever tomorrow may bring. After all, isn't peace of mind what insurance is all about? Call my good friend David Pennington at Advanced Insurance Strategies today at 706-226-0186. Beep, beep.
A level 3 neonatal intensive care unit.
An accredited chest pain center.
Advanced imaging. Comprehensive and convenient medical care.
The #1 hospital in Northwest Georgia, Chattanooga, for overall hospital care.
Quality and expertise matter. Hamilton Medical Center is here, meeting your health needs with compassion, healing, and excellence.
The Catamount and the Chick-fil-A Cow are teaming up to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game from 5:30 to kickoff. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal for only $6. Chick-fil-A Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken
And go Big Red!
When you contact Dalton Utilities, you're speaking to someone from your community, maybe even someone you know. After all, this is our hometown too. Our customers are our neighbors and friends. Protecting our customers and the environment are top priorities at Dalton Utilities. For electricity, natural gas, water, and wastewater services, you can always rely on Dalton Utilities, your hometown connection.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reginald Sherrill. Are you tired of sweaty underarms and dealing with deodorant stains on your clothes? We're performing a procedure called Mirror Dry. It's safe, non-invasive, sweat and odor-free, deodorant-free. It is clinically proven and FDA approved. I've had the procedure and it really works. The procedure takes about 1 hour, it's local anesthesia, and works immediately. Call our office, Dalton Plastic Surgery, 706-226-3311. 706-226-3311.
Welcome back to the Catamount Football Show. We've got our coaches segment. We've got Coach Pete Wilson on the show. Coach, thanks for coming on the show.
Good to be here.
Talk a little bit about your duties this year with the Catamount football team.
I work with the quarterbacks and also work with the returners in the punt returns and kickoff returns.
You know, the return guys are kind of a little bit of a hidden aspect of the game, and I don't think people think much about them getting coached. Why don't you kind of explain what goes into coaching a return guy, what makes a good return guy?
Well, I'm not doing very good right now. We're not fielding many punts, but we're working on that. You know, probably the toughest job on the football field is probably to return a punt. When you think about it, you have to judge the punt, you have to also look to see who's coming, decide whether you're going to do a fair catch, and then be athletic enough to catch the ball. So just a lot of reps. And then the kickoff returners, you know, it's a live ball. You got to make sure you get on the ball first and make sure that you follow your wedge.
It takes a little bit of, or actually not a little bit, quite a bit of courage to be a good return guy too, doesn't it?
Takes a lot of courage. The punt return's tough. Probably not as Kickoff return's not quite as tough.
If you've never gotten back there and tried to field one of those things, we used to have the jugs machine in college, and we get back there and try to catch them. It's a challenge, right?
I'd like to have seen you try that.
The offensive line punt return team, but
yeah,
the wind affects
jumbo punt
return. The wind affects it. I mean, there's a lot of factors that go in: the lights, the wind.
Yeah, and the worst is a knuckleball, and that can be on a perfect night. And when that ball starts moving a little bit, and really nobody in the stands knows it, only the punt returner can really see it moving. So it's a tough job.
Yep. You've done a lot of work with JP this year, quarterback position. A big change in offensive style for us this season. Kind of go into that and what you guys have looked at and the adjustments for him.
You know, I was talking to JP before the game. JP started his 14th game for us Friday night, and he's 13-1. So he's done a great job. It's unique. We have 4 junior quarterbacks. Probably all 4 of them could start somewhere. But JP's our guy, and he's done a great job this year. Obviously, we've changed the offense. We're not under center as much. We're throwing the ball a little bit more and running a lot of zone read where there's a lot goes into, the pre-snap read to, whether he's going to give it, keep it, and a lot of reps, and he's getting better and better every game. And he's got a cannon would be an understatement for an arm. I mean, sometimes we have to talk to him about not throwing it so hard, but he throws the deep ball really, really well.
Well, the evidence of that first touchdown pass Friday night to Zeke was just a beautiful, 30, 40-yard pass to Zeke.
Yes, he's worked very hard on the trajectory of the ball because the more trajectory, the receiver can adjust to the ball. So it's important not to throw one on a line when a guy's wide open, and which JP could do that. Like the throw Jacob Eason made against Tennessee with 10 seconds. JP could actually, his arm's strong enough to make that throw.
He could also make the one that Dobbs made with 4 seconds left to win the game,
right?
Right?
Yeah, yes, okay. I'm glad you mentioned that.
How about, it's also a mental game for him, right? I mean, there's a lot of, I think there's a lot more on him mentally this year than last year. He's got to count the number of players in the box. He's got to determine where the ball goes, whether it's a flare. There's a lot of choices for him, right?
This might be a good example for those watching. It's just an example of one play that we have where you hear this term, whether you're watching a college game or whatever, this RPO term, which is just a sexy term in football right now called run pass option. So we run this quite often. So he comes to the line, he has to look and see where the defensive backs are lined up. So he's got an option to take the snap and throw it quickly out to a receiver. That's his first pre-read option. And he's got to be on the same page with the receiver. And then he takes the snap, and if, let's say, the tailback's on his right, he's coming to the left. As he rides it, he's actually reading the end to the opposite side of which the ball's going. And if that end crashes down, he has to pull it and keep it, and he has to make all those decisions in a split second.
So it takes a lot of reps and a lot of film time, just a lot of work but he's done a great job of getting himself in position to run this thing.
He's done it. He's done a great job, and Chandler Starks has been, gotten a lot of reps at JV. He's done a great job, and certainly going to see, I think, a lot of time at receiver very soon. Harrison Hughes, which is a defensive back, he found a home there, can come play, and then Nasir Love Porter, who is, I guess, our Wildcat quarterback, which we'd like to see more of in the coming weeks, is very, very dangerous in the Wildcat.
Absolutely. Well, very good. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for everything you do for Catamount Football. Stay right here,
you.
back with more after these messages.
Train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy. Get one-on-one training from former professional and collegiate players, featuring indoor baseball and softball training facilities, ground ball area, 3 pitching mounds, and 4 batting cages. Performance Sports Academy is also available for team rentals. Call 706-537-3169 today and train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy.
Honesty, integrity, and hard work, leadership, quality, and value. Just a few words to describe the company and people that make up Shaw Industries. Shaw Industries, the world's leading carpet manufacturer, is proud to be a sponsor of Dalton Catamount Football. Shaw Industries, where great floors begin.
Thank goodness it's football time again here in North Georgia. There's nothing like the smell of the grass and the roar of the crowd under the lights on Friday night. Football is a way of life in Dalton, Georgia, and so is the Oakwood Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, our team is dedicated to serving you the best meal in this area. So next time you're hungry, head on down to the Oakwood Cafe. Your stomach will be glad you did. Oakwood Cafe, for the people, by our people.
Well, he carried the trickeration all the way to the end. Had the captains
That's
come
right.
out in their red helmets, and then here comes everybody else in their white, and some of the guys brought the captains' helmets out for them.
That's right. We wanted to carry it to the fullest extent possible. That was our thought. And those guys were so excited, and it's really just so much fun. You know, and you know this, in the age of social media, there's just not a lot of surprises. And so I was so proud of these guys keeping this secret. And, man, those helmets look good. And I think that, like I said, we had a lot of people. I've had a lot of text messages. A lot of people call me and just said, hey, those things, they really look good. And so.
Absolutely. Come out, first series, gave him a little something different. Got in a big jumbo set, our goal line set, ran 2 or 3 plays out of it. And then you'll see a nice job of Ahmad here on the toss sweep, cut it back across the field. And then come out and throw a play-action pass off of it to Zeke. Nice throw.
Yeah, great
nice
throw.
catch. Touchdown.
It's amazing how well plays work out when you when it's executed like that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, this is a great job. Great job of those guys carrying out the fake, play-action, offensive line, not holding, staying in there. And then, of course, Zeke just running his route and JP putting the ball right where it needs to be.
Had a nice crowd too.
Oh, yeah.
Once the game got going, I mean, River Ridge didn't bring any, but
No.
but our side was nice and full.
Absolutely. And you know, that's something we've had to kind of get used to playing some of these teams. Great job right here of our defense pursuing the ball. They played a great first half. Really, both sides played great. You see great pursuit right here. Matthew Howe sets the corner, and of course Maddox and Colton and Nick getting in there and making a big hit right there. Great job. Come back on short yardage and just a big hit right there. John Wesley stopped up the middle, and I think Tucker came in there. We get great pressure off the side. May have even got a little nick on it, and short kicks it.
Run pass, little option here, and nice job of getting on the same page with Zeke, and good hard running by Zeke. Look at that, got about 4 or 5 of those guys trying to bring him down.
He does a great job of adjusting his route right there, knowing that guy's sitting right in the slant, and he just turns it into a square route.
He is such a physical runner.
He is, very physical.
Sweep to a little hand sweep to Ahmad. He is very shifty. Does a nice job of making people miss, and a lot of good hard running. Swing pass here. Look at Zeke down there blocking. Great job of him
that's really
blocking.
amazing.
So Ahmad gets the ball down about the 7-yard line. Get a little replay of this.
Good pass by JP.
Yep, good timing. There's Jake Brock hustling down the field. End up having to kick a field goal, unfortunately. Can't get the ball in the end zone, but up 10-0 pretty quickly in the first quarter.
So come back, we get a good kick by Ivan, who did another outstanding job. And then here you see a great job by John Wesley, pressuring up the middle. He and Max flushing it out to Nick Faulkner, who's playing at a really high level right now. Once again, you see that right there, and then flushes out to Nick. Nick does a good job not giving up, staying in contained. Great job, Nick. Way to be. Love to see that excitement right there. So we force a punt to come back, and just a great job right here fielding it. We kind of tell these guys, don't let it hit the ground. He intended to punt to the right, and of course he kicks it to the left, and anytime you out-kick your coverage, particularly one side, it's going to leave something open.
And Sam can run.
He absolutely. And Sam does a great job of reading the blocks, and right here you'll see he kind of sets it up very well. And then right there, it just shows some great speed. Here it comes, right there. That's good.
Makes it easy on the offense there when that happens. We like that.
Absolutely. So great job by Sam. Love seeing him get involved in the game like that. Good job.
Good celebration with the guys, too.
Oh, absolutely. Good snap, good hold, good kick. Another solid week by Philip Shealy and Marshall Phillips. getting the balls down and good snaps. So 17-0, 3 minutes in the first quarter. Great job right there. Our defense stuffing it. See good pressure off the side. They try to run a little swing pass. Great job by Tucker Sumner. Tucker's really played very, very well this season for us and really been the mic we needed. And then you get what you want. You get one of those high snaps and a smart kicker right there. That's exactly what you want to do. Kick that out. Don't give the other team an easy 7. And so kicks it kicks it out of the goal line, and we get the safety. Come back, and they just a little squib kick. Another good job of Grant Goldberg. He's picked up 3 or 4 the last 2 weeks with kickers doing that, and of course gets the ball back over the 50.
Get an excellent field position, run the counter. Good job by the guys blocking down, and Dylan and Caden pulling. There's Dylan on the kick out, Caden wrapping around. There's great block by Aaron Frayer.
Yeah, great job by Aaron.
Pancakes that guy.
Yeah, good job.
Good to see you get Aaron developing. Here's another good block by Aaron down here on the bottom on this toss sweep right here. Good hard running by Ahmad too.
He's a physical back, isn't he? And of course Keith out there in front.
Yeah. Selling out.
You're gonna get a lot out of him.
Roll out. Good throw to Kyrick. Tries to turn upfield. There's Zeke cleaning one off.
Yeah, unbelievable. He's so physical.
Here comes Ahmad.
Good surge.
On the counter again. There's our jumbo set that we started the game in. That's been typically our goal line set. And get a touchdown there. Here's a goal, ground level shot of it.
Good surge.
Yep.
Coach, I don't see you and Coach Sparks doing that.
Yeah, we're not out there doing that jumping up celebration. I might rupture an Achilles or do something like that. We're up 26-0 now.
Good job right here by our defense. They try to run a little counter action on us. They do move the ball down. They have a couple of big plays and move the ball down the field and get it down certainly in a goal line position here. And after 4 tries on the goal line, they wind up punching it in right here. And that's another good save. Interesting thing right here, you noticed on film, they're not spotting the ball on the hash. So if you're seeing that on your TV, that's correct. They spotted the ball outside of the hash. So anyhow, right on the line, 4th down. Finally, they get in, going outside, and good job to them, and good job of our defense of holding them as long as they could. So 26-7.
Come back with the offense, just inside zone play, and there's Ahmad doing his thing, getting downfield. A lot of red shirts down there blocking for him. Something we've done a good job of this year, getting downfield, whether it's a lineman or a receiver, getting some extra yards for the running backs.
No doubt.
Drop back pass. JP takes off running. Picks up a block. Gets some nice yards down to about the 24-yard line.
Good job.
There's a ground level shot of it. See, the guys are doing a good job. They just had pretty good coverage there, and so JP pulls it down. He's a good runner when he
absolutely
sets his mind to it.
Another good block by Zeke there on the corner coming back.
Comes a roll out. JP tucks it, takes off upfield with it. A lot of this possession came on the ground, except for right here at the end here in just a minute.
Yep.
My favorite play of the game here, get the little fat man a touchdown. I love it.
There you go.
Look at him in there. We love Keith. He just does such a great job, and he gets to block so much. I love seeing him score a touchdown.
Great
that
job
is great.
right there. Absolutely.
And the thing about it is his teammates love seeing him score.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
All the linemen coming down there to get him.
They love seeing that guy.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So this makes it 33-7 right before the half.
So we get another great job right here by our defense. Come in and really, really hammer these guys early on. See right here, good job by Harrison Hughes coming up right there. Felt like we had a fumble right there. Thomas Wright played for us a lot the other night and did a great job as well. Good job right here turning it back into Colton Fromm. Take it down, and another big hit right on the sideline right there by Harrison Hughes again. And Grant Goldberg forces them to take a timeout, and then, of course, they get a bad snap. Good job right there by Colton and Max. Big hit right there. Good job, and a lot of weight coming down right there. That takes a toll on you.
Absolutely.
So 4th and 9, and they'd come back and go for a shot to the end zone and falls incomplete and basically expires the first half.
Go in for halftime. There's a couple of the Nava boys there watching the team go in.
That's right.
We'll be back with the second half highlights in just a minute.
Hi, my name is Charles R. Hicks Sr.
And I'm Charles R. Hicks Jr.
For major repairs of transmission and motor,
to minor repairs such as AC brakes and tune-ups, Transformers has got you covered.
we also offer financing and provide a nationwide warranty for your peace of mind.
So don't trust your automobile to just anyone.
Come to Transformers, Transmission and Complete Auto Repair Specialists, where we can make it shift, we can make it cold, we can make it stop, and we guarantee you we can make it go.
This is Roadrunner Coach Tony Engel. I want you to join another winning team with my friends at Advanced Insurance Strategies. They offer you great service, but more importantly, they offer you the assurance that you're protected today and against whatever tomorrow may bring. After all, isn't peace of mind what insurance is all about? Call my good friend David Pennington at Advanced Insurance Strategies today at 706-226-0186. Beep, beep.
The Catamount and the Chick-fil-A Cow are teaming up to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game from 5:30 to kickoff. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal for only $6. Chick-fil-A Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken
and go be great! A Level 3 neonatal intensive care unit.
An accredited chest pain center.
Advanced imaging. Comprehensive and convenient medical care.
The #1 hospital in Northwest Georgia, Chattanooga, for overall hospital care.
Quality and expertise matter. Hamilton Medical Center is here, meeting your health needs with compassion, healing, and excellence.
All right, so we went in at halftime, Coach, and I think we got a little distracted and just came out and had some silly mistakes.
Yeah. Come back and run a reverse right here, and just a great job of our defensive line getting penetration and getting up the field. You'll see right here just a great surge in the middle right there by John Wesleyan and Max and Nathan Moore. Just gets a great push, and you just can't get any kind of movement when there's penetration like that. Great job right there of Greg Goldberg making the interception.
Quarterback just throws it up, and Grant gets it.
That's right.
Instead of the receiver. Come back on offense from the speed sweep. Kyrick, good tough running, got Ahmad leading him. I think we had no penalties in the first half.
No penalties in the first half.
And we had
10 penalties
10
for
in the second
110.
half.
They had 2 penalties for 10 yards.
There's a good throw and catch to Zeke.
Interesting.
I think at halftime we went in and said, okay, we're going to start cheating now in the second half. Because that's kind of the way they call the game.
Yeah, we had 3 penalties back to back to back right there. Holding, blocking the back. We did have an offsides there, which, like I said, great job right here. Matthew Howe coming in, blitzing off the corner. Good call by Coach Carpenter.
Come back offensively. Eye play there, power play with Ahmad. Good hard running. It's hard to get anything going. Oh, great interception.
We flip it right back to him, and then a great job right here by Harrison Norman. And wow, he brings it in. He was a former running back in his middle school years, I remember. So great job right there at catching the ball and getting back up the field. We get pressure, quick throw. course, right there, Grant could have maybe had another one. He was sitting right there. But good job. Heck of a play right there by Harrison Norman. Good job.
Punish the tackler, too. I like
Absolutely.
That. Made him pay for it. I like the excitement, too.
Absolutely.
You show Coach Thompson on the sidelines. I love to see him jump up and down.
Oh, yeah.
Drop back, and JP pulls it down. Gains about 10 yards there.
Yeah, good job right there.
So into the third quarter, 33-7. Coming back out. Little throwback screen here to Ahmad. Nice job of Dylan not hitting anybody in the back.
Yeah.
Good play.
Number 47 was a good player.
He was a very good player. He hustles. You see him on this play, hustling down the field. He was playing nose guard, and he hustles down there and makes a play on Ahmad.
And built well.
Yep.
I mean,
He was a handful.
Great job right here by defense, getting some penetration right here, and they're going to wind up taking it down. But just right here, a couple of very good plays. Good job by Matthew Howell. Good blitz call right there. Coach Rigdon does a good job working with those guys. Get a little X stunt here, throws the ball outside. Once again, Harrison Norman on a big hit. Brings him down. They have to punt to us.
And coming with speed sweep, and here's Nasir. We've seen him a couple times at Wildcat, but just haven't seen him much on offense lately. But here's the reason why we want to get this guy the ball.
No doubt. Very electric.
He can just outrun folks. And
he's got good blocking there, but he
does.
makes a little bit on his own. That getting to the corner and getting up the corner, tightrope in there, that's pretty special.
Yep. So that makes it 40-7 at this point.
Alexis Magana in on our kickoff, on field goal, one of our JV kickers. Another good job right there by our defense. Come back and we get a tip. Almost had it right there. Those guys play so well when they play with their hands up right there. Wind up punting down to us.
Yep, so now we got our second offense in. There's Chandler Starks, who's JV quarterback, but also plays receiver, and you'll
no doubt
definitely be seeing him on the field on
Absolutely.
Friday nights. This young man's just a heads-up football player, works hard.
High character.
Yep.
Does a lot of the right things.
Sure does.
And,
and a hard runner. He scored a touchdown against, who was that? Sonorville.
Yeah.
On the zone.
That's right, little zone keep play. See some of our JV guys in here as well. Great job right there. Thomas Wright, once again, staying on the outside, one of our seniors. So we're 3 and out with those guys, and they punt down to us. And you'll see back here Jaden Montgomery, and he's an exciting guy and can do a lot with the ball.
Got our second offensive line in there with Lorenzo Garcia, and Dylan Cole's in there playing right now because of Manny Vega. Broke his ankle in a JV game this week. But Mal Leonard and Hunter Brown and Osvaldo
Beltran
are playing right tackle for us.
Yep.
So we got our young group of linemen in there. Want to get the ball to Aaron too, get him a catch, and this is a nice job on a waggle of catching the football. And here comes Tyus Love.
Tyus is going to be a good one for us.
He runs hard. Oh, try to jump right there. Don't jump, Tyus.
Yeah.
Stay on the ground.
Just on a helmet. So we turn the ball over on downs. Come back here, and you'll see some of our young guys in here. Mari Vasquez, Leo Torres. Once again, Thomas Wright on a nice play right there. Noah Bartu in. Tyler O'Brien. Just see some of these guys right here that you see on Thursdays playing their JV game, making some great hits.
And that's the end of the game, 40-14. Good sportsmanship all around. Everybody shaking hands.
No doubt.
We're going to show you some video here in a minute that we talked about with the helmet uniform combination. So hang on, and we'll show you this video.
So sometimes we need a reminder. Sometimes we need a little something that reminds us about the past.
Ooh. Wait a minute.
Oh, check this out, ladies. Who them people? 1964 is the first time that we see Dalton wearing a white helmet. 67, we win the state championship. In 1968, we see a white helmet about midway through the season with a red stripe and a red number on the side. 1969, we see that for the whole season. 1970, in the height of all the segregation that was going on, in the height of the Vietnam War that was going on, and in the hype of jarheads versus hippies, everybody was divided in 1970. Except for Dalton High School. Because that's the first time in 1970 we see a white hat with a red stripe and that red D. Most teams, when they go and they get a new uniform, it's because they're wanting to wipe that grease board clean and they're wanting to start something new. They're wanting to take everything and throw it away and say, all right, now start the day almost like it's a do-over. Men at Dalton, we don't have to do a do-over. We don't have to throw it down and start it all over again because they ain't nothing broke. If we're going to do something new, men, we're going to do something new that remembers the way that we started this program. And it was based on integrity. It's based on responsibility. It was based on commitment. It was based on selflessness. It was based on servanthood. It was based on love. It was based on sacrifice. It was based on effort. It was based on hard work. Most importantly, it was based on equality. That every man, regardless of his race, creed, it didn't matter. He wore a red shirt, he wore a white hat, and he wore a deal. Man, there's a lot of things in this world right now that can pull this team apart. That D will always pull us together.
The Catamount and the Chick-fil-A Cow are teaming up to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game from 5:30 to kickoff. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal for only $6. Chick-fil-A Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken
And go be great!
At Carpet Express, our campaign is simple. First, we will start with deporting all old floors from your home. Then we will build a wall, yes, a huge wall, to keep our prices secure. We will use our resources to get better prices that will bring back more jobs for builders and contractors. No matter your race or gender, all people have the right to our great service and prices. Carpet Express, we will make your floor great again.
And don't forget to send us your emails.
Dalton Utilities has been a part of our community since 1889, meeting the needs of a growing industry that is now known throughout the world. Over 125 years later, Dalton Utilities is still invested in our community's success, providing safe and affordably priced utility services to help run your home and business. For electricity, natural gas, water, and wastewater services, you can always rely on Dalton Utilities, your hometown connection.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reginald Sherrill. Are you tired of sweaty underarms and dealing with deodorant stains on your clothes? We're performing a procedure called Mirror Dry. It's safe, non-invasive, sweat and odor-free, deodorant-free. It is clinically proven and FDA approved. I've had the procedure and it really works. The procedure takes about 1 hour, it's local anesthesia, and works immediately. Call our office, Dalton Plastic Surgery, 706-226-3311. 706-226-3311.
Train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy. Get one-on-one training from former professional and collegiate players, featuring indoor baseball and softball training facilities, ground ball area, 3 pitching mounds, and 4 batting cages. Performance Sports Academy is also available for team rentals. Call 706-537-3169 today and train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy.
Welcome back to Catamount Football. And Coach, let's talk a little bit about Sequoyah. We have a kind of a short but intense history with these guys. We played them in 2001 on the state championship path, and then they paddled us in 2007 and 8, and then we've kind of returned the favor. It's been an interesting little rivalry we've developed.
It has. It's actually become a team that we kind of enjoy playing, regardless of records. It's certainly a team that we enjoy, knowing that they're going to be a very tough team, knowing they're going to be physically tough. Knowing also that, like us, there's a little emotion that probably goes with it from their side as well. So to me, it's certainly one of those games I enjoy, beginning to look forward to, breaking down the film on. And Coach Teeter is a very good coach, got a lot of good coaches there. They certainly have good athletes.
Right.
Got a few D1 guys this year that you're going to get to see. So it's going to be a very good football team, be a very football game.
Defensively, they'll bounce back and forth between a 3-man and a 4-man front, and bring their linebackers, and they play tough up front, and got a really good corner, number 21, and so kind of watch out for him. He's a good player. But overall, good sound defense.
That's right. And on the offensive side, they'll look a little bit like us. They're going to be a little more spread than we will, but they certainly are a spread run. But they have a very capable quarterback that can throw the ball. They have a couple of the cornerback plays on offense as well, and so he's a guy that they like to get the ball to, very similar to the Rakestraw kid that signed with Colorado last year. And from a kicking standpoint, special teams, they're very solid, very solid. So hopefully we're going to try to get another return this week. We've had a couple of 2 or 3 weeks that we hadn't been able to return because of kicking, so we're kind of looking forward to that.
Absolutely. And I think one thing we want to invite folks down there. They usually have a pretty good turnout of support.
Very good, yeah.
So we get our folks out there and have a nice loud crowd for Dalton.
Yeah, and it's an easy drive there. I mean, basically it's to Kent, it's 20, and then right when you get there on 20, you're on 575.
Go a little early, eat lunch, eat at Williamson Brothers barbecue.
That's right.
Get yourself ready to go to the football game.
That's right. Absolutely. That'd be fun.
All right, we'll be back in just a minute with more Catamount football.
Honesty, integrity, and hard work, leadership, quality, and value. Just a few words to describe the company and people that make up Shaw Industries. Shaw Industries, the world's leading carpet manufacturer, is proud to be a sponsor of Dalton Catamount football. Shaw Industries, where great floors begin.
Thank goodness it's football time again here in North Georgia. There's nothing like the smell of the grass and the roar of the crowd under the lights on Friday night. Football is a way of life in Dalton, Georgia, and so is the Oakwood Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, our team is dedicated to serving you the best meal in this area. So next time you're hungry, head on down to the Oakwood Cafe. Your stomach will be glad you did. Oakwood Cafe, for the people, by our people.
Hi, my name is Charles R. Hicks Sr.
And I'm Charles R. Hicks Jr.
An unexpected breakdown can cause a family a heavy financial burden.
Here at Transformers Transmission, we want to ease that burden.
And to help you ease that burden, we now offer 6 and 12 months interest-free financing to help you get back on the road.
So don't trust your automobile to just anyone.
Come to Transformers Transmission and Complete Auto Repair, where we can make it shift, we can make it cold, we can make it stop, and we guarantee we can make it go.
All right, Coach, we've come to the end of the Week 6 show. Hard to believe we're rolling through the season like this.
It is amazing.
But certainly homecoming, big week for everybody at the school. The reunion classes were all back, big turnout. Great to see a lot of those folks, wasn't it?
I tell you, absolutely. I was so impressed this week. I've been around here, golly, I can't even, it's all the years beginning to blend now. I'm hit that age. But this was our faculty, our staff, the kids. This is one of the best homecoming weeks I can ever remember. It was outstanding. They just did an unbelievable job around the school between decorating the halls, the Spirit Week and the pursuit of the Spirit Stick and the challenges at lunch and all the different games and things that they did. The kids were just outstanding. The faculty did an outstanding job. We had so many changes because of the construction going on. And, the coronation was moved to Sunday, and congratulations to Cherith Moore, our homecoming queen, and all the other representatives. And then we had the pep station at 10 o'clock on Friday morning, half-day let-out, then 4 o'clock parade, and just a lot of changes. But it just seemed like everybody worked so well together. To look out there at those classes, to have the class of 1946, I mean, to get your arms around that, 1946, 12 members of the 1946, that was just awesome. And they were out in the parking lot. I mean, they were cracking everybody up. I mean, all the classes they were the rock stars getting their pictures made. So just a great, great overall week. And our cheerleaders and band just did an outstanding job with the pep session. Our guys, certainly one of the best that I can ever remember, at least postmodern. since I've been out of school and been back as a supposedly adult. It's certainly one of the best best pet stations.
I think one of the neat traditions that we do here is the football players get their houses decorated. Talk about that a little bit. I mean, that's something that if you ride around town on Friday, you see right by somebody's house.
Yeah, and I think some of the schools are beginning to kind of do that over the few years. But yeah, they started this back when you and I were in school.
Yeah, they're doing it.
The Spirit Club, Melissa Quick, Brandy Sanderson, some other ladies inside the school help put that together, and they do just an outstanding job. And these young girls and students go out and they make banners for all the players and signs and helmets and jersey placards and all this stuff, and then they go out and decorate. And every young man that wants his of course, in the age of waivers, everybody has to sign a waiver that that you don't mind somebody coming and decorating your houses. But the funny story I was told this week, somebody decorated the house next door to somebody, so they had to go back and change it at the last minute. Yeah, but the guy was so appreciative. He's like, I never had mine decorated when I was in school. But yeah, they do an outstanding job, and Melissa Quick's over that, and they painted. I bet they painted probably 400 signs last week. So I really appreciate what she did, and her club, the Spirit Club there, just outstanding job. I mean, it is a great dish to drive around our neighborhood. I, of course, live there in town, and to see all the houses and the guys out there, it's fun.
It's just one of those little things. It's a big thing.
It's part of that Catamount experience that we talk about. It just makes it part of that Dalton difference.
Absolutely. Certainly want to thank the quarterback club. I know we do every week, but they just do such a fine job of having things ready for the kids and just all the extra things that they do as well.
Absolutely. There's so many logistical things that go on at a home game that you just can't imagine all the working pieces. And I can honestly say when we walk in that field house and we go into the game and we leave that facility, I have no worries that everything's taken care of, everything's handled. Rob Taylor is our quarterback club president, who is doing an outstanding job, and he's certainly got a lot of parents that are working with him. And I want to invite everybody out. Monday afternoon quarterback club meeting at 6:30 at the Harmon Fieldhouse. It's just a great time, and we get together and fellowship. We eat, and as long as we win, we get a lot of good desserts.
That's right.
That's a good thing about it. But just want to invite everybody out, and we talk about the game, and then we watch a film, and certainly we take time to kind of answer a lot of questions. So just want to invite a lot of people
certainly, if you watch the show and haven't ever been male, female, mom, dad, everybody's welcome at the meetings.
Chick-fil-A sandwich and sweet tea. You can't beat that.
Good combination.
Great combination.
All right, so with that being said, let's close up the show, and we'll be back here next week. Same cat time, same cat channel.
Go Big Red.